Are we live? Are we live?
I think we're live, team. Hello.
Yay!
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Lisa, it's all working so smoothly, isn't it?
It's gone amazingly well.
Everyone watching right now on all the different streams, Lisa Horton Craft, welcome along to this. Spill the tea, Paula, Kathryn. I imagine have you spilled the tea before? I personally have not.
Coffee.
Not in this way. I've literally spilt the tea prior to coming on this morning.
That's room to room. You've kept moving around, Kathryn, and we haven't been able to track you down.
It's really good actually because I can see that we're on quite a few platforms actually, and it is working. So we've done something right.
This
Yay.
is terribly exciting. Happy birthday, Lisa Horton Craft. How exciting is this?
My goodness,
Happy
I have
birthday.
Five.
Oh.
How's
Where's
that
the
even happening?
Interestingly, I want to talk about cake in a bit because I was talking on Facebook yesterday about cake. Paula, you spied. I've designed a cake for you three, each of you,
Right.
to go alongside with the birthday theme and spilling the tea and that kind of stuff. So we'll absolutely we'll get to that at some point, I know. But Lisa, this is all about spilling the tea of what's coming up on Friday at midday, right? Is that the plan?
Yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to let you talk a little bit about it. But yeah, Friday, obviously our birthday. And we are having some amazing launches, global launches. So we have the brand new metallic ink pads, which honestly, so many people have been waiting for. We have our storage stacker to hold your ink pads. And I think there's something else that I can't remember what it is now, but Adam will surely
Guillotine.
remind us.
Guillotine, Lisa. Guillotine.
Oh, the guillotine. Yes, the guillotine. But yeah, I'll come on to that. But yeah, that's what we're going to be kind of pre-launching on Friday. And then on Monday, we've got TV. But I will let you speak to everybody else about what they're doing. But yeah, that's birthday. And it's 10 brand new colours of those inks. They are just amazing.
But covered everything, Lisa. We may as well wrap it up now. Well done, everyone. Yeah, there is tons and tons and tons to talk about for Friday. Everyone watching this right now, Lisa Horton Craft, get commenting. One, comment the word live, because then you'll get notifications about birthday and lots of other shows going on. So if you haven't done that before, do it right now, comment live. But also, team, Lisa, I know you're going to give away 100 points for this build, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they've got to take part. They've got to take part. So, I mean, I don't even know what I'm giving the points away for. I can't remember, Dan. I don't know if it's for commenting. I don't know what it's for. I'm sure Adam will tell me.
I've got the intel written down. I took notes.
Me too.
No.
Excellent.
Well, apparently, you have to comment birthday in the comments on Facebook on my page.
On Lisa Horton Craft Facebook,
Yeah.
comment the word birthday, and then one of you will get 100 points to spend with Lisa Horton Craft, which is terribly exciting. So comment live, comment birthday, and also us four have never been in the same place at the same time like this before. So if anyone wants to ask you questions or just say hi and what we're looking forward to on Friday, then this is the time to do it.
Definitely. And also I can see comments. I think Paula and Kathryn can see comments. Can you see comments, Dan, on the side of the...
I can barely see you three, so I'm going to stick with what I've got. I daren't press anything.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of people here.
Dan, the way I did it, can you see yourself in the preview?
Oh, Dan.
Can you see a little speech bubble on your icons? If you click on that, that brings the messages in.
I mean, there they are.
Good.
That was
You'd think you'd done this before, wouldn't you?
Oh, and I can also see the the chat from Adam as well. Don't read those out. Okay. Yeah, I see everyone here. Angie, Kathy, Linda, all commenting birthday. Vix just comment live.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's cool. Isn't it nice to have everyone back together again?
It is. It is.
Isn't it just?
It's really nice.
From one Paula to another, actually. Paula says, hello, everyone, looking forward to the inks. Paula, I saw you had the inks in your hands. You've got them.
I love them so much. They are magical. I'll tell you that. Can I show a couple? I just love. I don't think. Look at this. Look at how they blend together. And even when you mock, this is just the leftovers, and it's just absolutely glorious. And the blends of it, just love them. Look at the metallic coming in, and it's such a classy metallic look.
Yeah.
And look, this is the third kind of mock cleanup as well. It's just they keep on going and on going and on going. Beautiful, beautiful colors.
Whilst we're looking at those, Paula, Lisa, how do you decide what colors you're going to make metallic in this latest launch?
I think there was a lot of people saying to me, we'd really love to see a pink, we'd really love a blue. So that was kind of my motivation. And then when you start doing things like that, I mean, I'm sure Paula and Kathryn will agree, is that you think, oh, actually, but if I had a purple that went with that pink, that would blend really well. And or yellow would be really good. And you end up in that kind of, you go down this rabbit hole, and in the end you have a list of so many that you want, and then you have to start cherry picking and breaking them down into releases. So these were kind of my 10, not basics, but I think they're a bit like how blending inks, in that you've got your core colors now. So you've got your yellow, your sunshine, you've got your pumpkin, which is your orange, and your pink and your blue and your green. So when you go through all of kind of your core colors, then potentially we've got the option going forward to give tones of those colors as well. And that's kind of how I start. I don't know how Paula and Kathryn, who are they? Paula and Kathryn would do it, but that's how I work.
Yeah, I think you're right. You've always got to think, haven't you, Lisa, about how certain colours will blend together. So you're not just getting mud, but you're getting those wonderful blends of colour. Yeah. But also, as you say, a pink with a complementary purple. Obviously, you can make purple from pink and blue. So the pink and blue is in there. You're going to get different shades of purple. So yeah, I totally agree with you.
But like Paula was playing with them, they blend as well. They absolutely blend together. So you can put a yellow and a blue together and you still get a green, even in the metallic. They're just awesome.
And also the other thing I love is that the metallic, it has got the tint of the color underneath as well. So it's different from interference or other metallics that is just one single metallic on the top. So I don't know, I think the camera can do it just as this, but in real life you can see kind of two metallic coming through it. So you have got the green, the mojito one, I think. Oh no, this one was the verdigris and the coastline together, and it's the metallic is slightly different blending it. So it's a really, really cool. And if you like to do backgrounds with a little bit of a twist, they are just phenomenal. And of course they will then light cut beautifully. Is that Pepper?
Yeah, I don't even know, can't even see what she is. Now, hello, come in. Shush. Okay. Actually, what you were just talking about there, actually, Paula, sort of covers, because Beverly just asked a question saying, can you blend the ink pads together?
Absolutely. I mean, and you can create beautiful. I mean, I used when I was creating this, I was just wanted to have some lines coming through it. So I was using the brushes. If you're using blending sponges or blending tools, then you can get even a more kind of homogeneous. And also, it depends what paper you are using as well. So if you're using watercolor, it will react slightly different than if you're using super smooth. So you can create all sorts of and the best thing is have a go, get them home, play around it. You cannot go wrong with them.
Very quickly, Lillian's just commented saying, hello everyone, I missed the start. Why is everyone commenting birthday? Lillian, if you comment birthday, one of you will be picked at random from the Lisa Horton Crafts Facebook page feed. That's where you comment to get 100 points to spend with Lisa Horton Crafts. So comment birthday, and Lillian, comment live, because then you won't miss a thing, and promotions and all sorts going on there. Also, someone just asked, Kathryn, what's in the jug behind you?
Right. Do you want me to be totally honest? Nothing. Right. So you know my shop.
Yep.
People sometimes bump into things and break things, so I end up with all the damaged goods at home. So it's got a little crack in it somewhere. But occasionally, I might put flowers in there because it doesn't leak through, so we're all right.
Now, Kathryn, of your setup, how we're looking at it, looks like Gogglebox. I feel like I'm watching you.
I'm actually in my kitchen. So I live in a cottage. It's a very old cottage, so it is quite cottagey. So the cupboard behind me is kind of a built-in cupboard where a fireplace used to be that holds all my DIY tools.
I thought you were like on your sofa, and that's like a day there.
No, this is my kitchen.
You've got a lovely kitchen.
Yeah. Very
It looks
posh.
better from the other angle when it's tidy. I still got everything out from last night because I thought, well, right, let's leave out the dyes, the fundamentals. Let's leave some samples out, just in case we need them during this live.
Maybe.
We've got a lot more, and there are a lot more questions coming through as well. But because you mentioned kitchen, can I propose to you what cakes I think you all are?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay.
This is scary.
It's fine. I'm starting with you. So I thought, if it was a birthday cake, I think representing you, because you do all sorts of different things, like with guillotine coming up, the inks you're doing, templates, dyes, stamps, all this really cool stuff. I think you're a bit of an afternoon tea type gal. I don't know if people agree. In the comments, let us know. So I feel like you'd be having some profiteroles, some fancies, some straight up biscuits, a little bit of a homage too. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, I think I like those little, the ones that taste like almonds, the little round, pretty ones. I like those. But then
Macaroons?
Yes, macaroons. I love macaroons. But then I like things like tiffin, and I do like profiteroles. But profiteroles, I can't have that chantilly cream or whatever it is. It's got to have real fresh cream in it. So I do like different things, but I'm very fussy about what I like.
Well, quite right too. Tiffin's great.
I love tiffin, but you can't put raisins in my tiffin. I just like biscuit in my tiffin.
All right, we're getting very picky now, aren't we?
We are. See what I mean?
Very
picky.
To be fair. Right, yes. Nailed it with you, Lisa. Paula. So, Paula. Miss P. I thought you were along the lines of a triple layered dark chocolate forest gâteau with all laced with alcohol, with some dark berries on top, and sprinkling of crushed nuts.
I think probably that's what people think that I would like. That sounds like me, but I actually would like just a lava chocolate cake, very dark chocolate. I'm like Lisa. I'm very picky. I don't like fruit in my cakes, so no raisins, no cherries, no nothing. I just like, and it has to be just right. The chocolate, if it's not very dark, I just don't like it.
The darker the better.
Now, you see, I know Paula loves dark chocolate, but do you know how I see Paula's cake? I see one of those brightly coloured splash cakes, and then you cut in the middle and all the sweets fall out in all bright colours.
That's very cool.
That's what I see.
One.
Because of her wonderful way with all the inks and the colours, I just see that colourful cake for Paula.
I'll take that.
But we also need to work out what cake Dan would be after this as well.
Yes.
Yeah. In the comments, people join in. I know what treaty cake is. I wonder if people can guess.
Yeah. Well, with all this talk about cake, so we have had a question about when can we get our hands on the inks?
Okay. Paula, do you want to answer that or shall I answer that?
You answer, Alisa, you answer.
Okay, so Friday at 12 noon, you'll be able to get your hands on the inks. Now, they won't be dispatched until Tuesday, Wednesday next week because Danny will have so many orders. We already know. We've already seen. So what we've done is we've put them on the website as sold out. And we've asked you to notify when they come into stock. I cannot tell you, there's over 300 of you who've already said that you want the inks. Okay, so I know it's going to be super busy, but they will be released globally Friday at midday. Okay, so you're going to be able to get these inks Friday midday, and then but they won't be dispatched till early next week. So just make sure you're online and ready to go and pop them in your basket. And of course, if you're a member or if you collect the points, you are going to get points on these as well. So don't forget, if you are a club member, silver, you're going to get 10% off. No, bronze, you get 10% off. Silver, you get, I think it's 12, and gold, you get 15%. So just remember all the savings you're going to make when you get these on Friday. So yeah, Friday at 12.
Lisa, if I'm commenting right now, birthday, like a lot of people are, and also a lot of people are talking about blueberry muffin, lemon drizzle. If I comment birthday and get my 100 points, will they be loaded onto my account, etc., ready for Friday?
Adam will have to answer that, but I would think so. I would think so for sure. I mean, we need you to be able to spend these points, don't we? So we'll get them on as quick as we can. But yeah, I think by Friday, 100% they'll be on there for you.
What's tres leche?
Oh, I don't know.
It must be some sort of cake.
Paula, how much?
Cake.
I think it's a kind of a type of caramel kind of thing that I think it started in South America, and hence it has got the basically means 3 milks. So I think that's what it is.
Nice.
Do you know what I think Dan would be? I think
What?
it'd be a cheesecake. I think he's like, soft in the centre with that hard exterior.
Oh, Lisa, you've
What cheesecake do you eat, Lisa?
And what do we drizzle on the cheesecake? Huh? That's the question.
what you
Does
drizzle?
it come with a strawberry coulis or something like that, you know?
Yes, all sharp and tangy.
Definitely. And after one mouthful, you've had enough.
Well,
What's my cake?
You, Miss Kathryn, are the nation's favourite. You represent, I think, that you'd love, a cake that I think you'd love, straight up Vicky Sponge.
I don't mind it. It's not my favourite.
Is it not?
But no.
Victoria Sponge, off we go.
Carrot cake's my favourite.
I was going to say carrot cake, yeah.
Yeah, I love carrot
why
cake.
carrot cake, Kathryn?
I just the subtle flavours in there are a little bit different to other cakes. I'm not a particularly sweet tooth person, and I don't find carrot cake, apart from the frosting, to be too sweet. I like the texture of it. I'm not going to use the word beginning with them because I don't like it. I like the texture of it.
Juicy.
But I do like that little bit of cream on the top there. It's not too sweet for me. I just think carrot cake is the perfect choice.
Do you have anything with a carrot cake, like on the side? Do you have like ice cream with it or cream or just as
No.
Oh, I just like the carrot cake.
Or
Yeah.
just...
And I do love cheesecake. Cheesecake. If I choose a dessert, if I'm out for a meal, if cheesecake's on the menu, especially lemon cheesecake.
I was about to say that. Anything with lemon, I absolutely love it. Like lemon drizzle cake as well, as long as it's really tart lemon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love all
Agree.
the of everyone making guesses things and their own thing. A Danish dad.
Yeah, you see, Angela's agreeing. She's saying there's a little bit of spice, isn't there, in carrot cake? I think that's why, because I'm not particularly a sweet tooth, so with having that spice, that balance is just perfect.
Oh, you've thought about this, Kathryn. I appreciate that.
There's lots of comments about your cake, Dan.
About my cake, what people? I think my comments are a bit on the uptake, like me.
Coffee and walnut for Dan, or a Danish Dan.
Weirdly, 3 years ago, before lockdown, I did not drink coffee even once. And I remember the vending, because we were still coming in, weren't we? Up at Newark Road, the vending machine became free for people who came into work. So as I was saving 30p, I was like, oh, I'll have a mocha a day. And now, I love me a coffee, but I've never.
I love coffee.
Interestingly.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee.
I love every day. 11 o'clock is coffee time. I've got a lovely, like a bean to cup machine. I grind my own beans, make my own coffee, and it's better than Costa, and it's better than all these other places. I get it just how I like it, but just one a day, and I love a coffee.
Yeah, if I this is my second one today, and I won't go over that. I'll be very.
No.
Does that mean on Friday you're going to grind your beans and we can have a little pre-match?
Yeah. So on Friday, Dan, what's happening Friday?
I've got no idea what's going on. It's birthday time, of course, and we will be live on Lisa Horton. Facebook is a great place to watch. Of course, YouTube is an even better place to watch. But that is when the official launch is happening, right, Lisa? That's when we can get the inks and other bobs.
Yeah, and in my new studio as well.
Yes.
Ooh.
Paula, have you been down to the studio?
No, but I have seen some pictures and it looks amazing.
It's incredible. I mean, Dan, You are going to be impressed. I'm not going to lie. It's got a really lovely 3-meter counter. We have got, I think it's 5 cameras. We've got overhead. We've got side view. We've got face on. We've got close up. We've got joysticks where we can like in and out and move down the counter. We've got pack shots, and we've got the ability to have like a pod or a stepper or something like that. So it's going to look really, really professional. And then we'll have all of the kind of L on the screen that you expect on your TV. Adam will be kind of guiding us through that as well. So it's going to be lovely. Really, really good.
You know what? Credit to Mr. Adam, because he has really, between you, brought it together. But I heard the trials and tribulations of getting the counter down to you as well and building that and stuff. So it's going to be
yes.
Everyone watching this needs to watch that on Friday. Midday is the launch time, right?
Yep, midday, 2 hours, 12 till 2 p.m.
Just in time. Just the coffee will be just kicking in just at 12 o'clock, won't it?
It will just and just like it's going to be stand there with a coffee. I mean, because when you're on like kind of real TV, you can't have your drinks in the studio or anything. But do you know what? We can have coffee. I don't care.
Are you going to let open lid coffees into your brand new studio? That is wild.
Well, it depends who it is. Like if it's Leonie, no. If it was Paula or Kathryn, yes.
No, I'm clumsier than Leonie. I'm the
Are you?
clumsiest person. Oh yeah. When
No,
you
you got
ask how to
water.
spill in the tea, I have spilled everything.
You get water.
Kathryn can bring a jug. Be right.
With a lead. By the way, this is tap water. Is this not the posh water? I just buy one every now and again and then refill it.
Oh.
Just saying. Just saying.
All water in Oundle's posh water, Paula.
You know, not so much.
No,
It feels sad though. I have to say, every time I go into Oundle, it used to be like full of create and craft people, and now it's just like it's just me.
Hi.
Hi. You know.
Well, now, fortunately, through the power of things like this, we can come together, which is
Absolutely.
And
there's a lot of excitement as well with Lisa organizing a lot of things in the pipeline as well, which I'm really excited about, because I think, like this theme is amazing. And then, of course, special guests coming up later on, later date. So I think it's really exciting. It's really exciting.
Lisa, there's a comment here. Lisa Horton insulated lidded mugs.
Say that again.
I've just seen that. That would be such a great idea.
And a Lisa branded insulated lidded mug.
Interestingly, we have had this conversation before. When I bought, I think a year or two ago, there was this big trend that I think they were called Miyake mugs. And it was a big, big mug, and it held hot and cold drinks, a bit like the Stanley Cup kind of thing, but bigger. And at that point, I was like, I really should do a mug. And Adam and I have spoken about this. It's just like, if we're going to do it, it's got to be really good. It's got to be really cost effective, but it's got to look really cool as well. So it is on our list of things to do, honestly. I mean, everyone's going to have mugs now, aren't they? But ours is going to be a really good one.
Yeah, a bit like, Love Island, water bottles really went crazy.
Exactly. But we don't want to have, like, I got a text on it or anything. No.
You are?
We don't want to put things like, I got a text on the front.
I got the ink.
We need a great slogan, though, don't we? Maybe that's something you can leave open for suggestions. There's lots of birthdays coming up. Lots of comments.
Good.
Lots of people joining in, hoping to win those points.
So 100 points up for grabs. So everyone watching right now on the Facebook page, I see a lot of comments coming in as well on people watching on YouTube. But on the Facebook page, nip over there and comment birthday. It says 100 points to be won by someone off this Spill the Tea live. And thinking of live, comment the word live as well in a separate comment, then you get all the notifications of bits and bobs. Now, we were talking about other stuff coming up, and right at the start, Kathryn, you mentioned the word guillotine.
Ooh, yes.
Do you tell us about Lisa?
I've only seen photographs. I think Lisa's probably got one there, but these are going to be on the show. It's on Lisa's birthday show. So obviously Lisa and Paula are going to be on Hobbymaker on the 27th. I'm going to be there on the 28th. Lisa's promised to leave one behind for me to use, which I am so looking forward to. because I keep looking about this great big massive bulk of a guillotine, which if anybody saw my Facebook last night, one of my dogs made it into a bed last night. There is a picture of the state of the kitchen floor after I've done the live, and one of the dogs fast asleep on top of the guillotine.
Oh,
Don't worry, there was no blade anywhere near. So yes, I'm looking forward to using Lisa's fantastic guillotine. You have got it there, haven't you, Lisa?
I have, and it's so cool. It's lovely, and it's a smaller guillotine, so it's it's 6 inches wide, and let me get my tea ruler, my fabulous tea ruler, and it's approximately 9 inches. Well, 9 inches. Yeah, 9 inches long. So it's really handy. So this is the one that you have on your craft desk. This is the one that you're going to put if you go to workshops or retreats. Talk about that soon. So it's a really handy one. It's got a really sharp blade on it. And it's really lightweight as well. And of course, it's in my fabulous green color, and it's got the hanger at the top as well. And this was designed in partnership with Spellbinders. So you know from myself and from Spellbinders, it's going to be exceptional quality. So yeah, that is coming out Friday as well. And yes, Paula and Kathryn will both have one waiting at the studio for them.
Lisa, I'm just so glad you went guillotine rather than paper trimmer as well. I love a guillotine.
Yeah,
I don't know about anybody else, but I really dislike, I mean, they all have their place, but I dislike having to replace a blade. I just do not like that. And I like the crisp edge. I hate it when it goes feathery, and it's just not, it's not a sharp, clean edge. I mean, that's it, just my style anyway, but I don't like anything that's a little bit fluffy. So for me, not having to find replacement blades is perfect.
I know. I think Nuffy was asking how long is the cutting area? Just in case anyone missed that, Lisa, remind us of the dimensions we're working with on that guillotine. Hello.
Hello.
Here's Adam.
Oh.
Did you not realize that, Adam?
This is Adam, the Adam we're all talking about.
He loves me.
Wow.
That could have gone horrifically wrong.
I was replying to an email.
Well, you see, we need to
how long
bring
was I
Adam
staring
in.
for?
There's a reason we need to bring Adam in as well, because Adam has been speaking to Gail today, but I will let him explain more.
Lovely Gail for the retreat.
Oh, yes.
For the retreat. So we were trying to get September. It looks like it's possibly going to be November. But we're still not sure because we need to make sure that everyone can get a room. So we're trying to book out the whole hotel basically, which I stayed at a couple of weeks ago, which was really nice, wasn't it, Lise? It was lovely. It was perfect for us. We're just trying to make sure it's all right. Dan's going to be there hosting, bingo, quiz.
I'm well up for writing a quiz for it, by the way. I can't wait.
We're thinking more a combination of Phoenix Nights, Faulty Towers, and
Can I, Emmanuel?
You can.
Oh, Paula.
Yeah, I mean,
you remember when I used to call you that? You were so angry.
I mean, there is the question, though, isn't there? We were talking about it, Adam, weren't we? And about how long do people want to be there? Do they want to come down Friday night for dinner, and then we have a day of workshops and an evening, and then you go home Sunday? Or were you wanting to do anything on Sunday? I mean, it's like there's so many options at the moment, isn't there, Adam, that we need to find out from people what they want, and of course their budget as well, which is a really important, especially in these times, especially in November when it's coming up to Christmas as well.
And we want to make it as good value for money as possible with Lisa, Paula, Kathryn, maybe some guest demonstrators doing entire workshops, so you don't have to go anywhere. And if you want to, do you want to go out for dinner yourselves? Do you want us all to have dinner together? That sort of plan that we're trying to work out. So I think what we're going to do is in the group, we'll probably put some polls out and just say, what do you want? And then we'll tailor the retreat to you along your price budget as well. Because we don't want to sit there and go, it's going to be X amount. And you go, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
Will that be
Julie's
Sorry.
comment, the split screen looks like the Crafty Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Yeah, so I think it'll be something we need to, like Adam and I are working on, because we've had so many people asking. I get messages almost every day about it. So it's definitely happening. It's just if the date works for everybody and if the price is right and what do you want, really, isn't it, Adam?
And it's took me long enough to get someone to answer the phone, to be fair.
Yes, they kind of close down for January, don't they?
Yeah, and it took us a long while to find out who actually owned the hotel that I was in. It really sounds mysterious. It's not, but apparently it's owned by a coach company, because last time I went, how many coaches were there? 4?
Yes, yeah. And don't they do, we went and had a look, didn't we?
Yeah, and I sat in the room in the big breakfast room. There was about 200 people, and I just sat solitarily in the corner of the room on my own. With my
but it sounds silly, but it's got there is car parking. That was the other thing, wasn't it? There's a car parking. Are there ramps? Is there a lift? It's all those kind of things that we wanted to consider as well. And it had all 3, didn't it?
And if you come to Eastbourne, you want to see the sea and the pier, and it's right on the front with the pier outside your window.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or
it is lovely.
If you're going to come
it's
to
very
Eastbourne,
traditionally Eastbourne, isn't it?
It is very Eastbourne.
Yeah, very Eastbourne. But you know what? You get they're lovely rooms. They're cozy. They're not
big.
Small cozy. They're nice rooms. It's clean, and I think we need a bed for the night, and and something to eat, and we all want to craft, don't we? So that's really the priority. But as long as you're all comfortable and you can get here and you've got somewhere to rest your head and somewhere to eat, of course.
Because a few weeks before I actually stayed at a different hotel, didn't I? And it was the rooms were very small, and I thought you all want a bit of room to bring all your craft stuff in. You want room to move, and I couldn't move. So if there are people with mobility issues, we were just concerned. It was like you don't have enough room to move in these rooms. So we have found the right hotel. I'm just hoping that they get back to me today and say that we've found the right amount of rooms for everyone, because we think it's going to be popular, don't we?
We do. I mean, again, we've got to work out how many kind of demonstrators we need based on the volume of people coming, because obviously we don't want you to miss out, but also we don't want to rush classes or have too many people in a class, which means we can't give you the attention that you need. So lots of things to work out, but just getting the right hotel, I think Adam has probably stayed in every hotel along the seafront at this rate.
One tomorrow, brand new one tomorrow as well.
But yeah, so it's all looking very positive for the end of November, isn't it?
And then obviously we need to work out the entertainment. Dan is entertainment enough, but Margarita Prakatan, she is no longer with us, but I'm thinking entertainment along those lines.
I'm looking at all the comments here. So
there's lots of people saying about coming up the night before, because I guess if you're delayed, you don't want to miss out. Once you're there, you're there. You don't want to come along and then have to unpack. And I guess the classes can start, the workshops can start straight away in the Saturday morning, can't they? And Friday night would be great if everyone gets together. But obviously, you'll do what the majority want to do, or whatever works out most affordable for everyone. But it's a great time. Yeah. Then we've had the summer, and then there's that lull between Christmas and summer, isn't there? So October, November time, I think is a brilliant time to do it. And it's also not chilly yet at that time as well.
Well, I think I stayed in November last time there, and I think if we can arrange it so that everyone arrives on between the Friday and Friday evening, they stay there, and then Saturday morning, like you say, everyone is ready. 9 o'clock, first workshop is, then lunch, another workshop, dinner, entertainment, bingo, quiz. Then the next morning, do another workshop, and then everyone go at lunchtime. And I think that's probably the calmest way possible for everyone.
Oh, so where do people, once it's all been decided or once it's available, I'm sure there'll be is this the kind of place, Adam, at least we need to be keeping an eye on, right? The Facebook page and the YouTube channel, and we'll do all of it there, and of course on the website. Yeah,
everything will be there. We're not going to overcomplicate things by setting up a new website for everyone to go to. It'll all be on lisahortoncrafts.co.uk, and Lisa will do announcements on her Friday night lives. Paula and Kathryn will add them to her announcements. You can add them to yours, Dan, so that everyone knows it's just one place. And then they also know that it's just us that's managing it. We aren't outsourcing it.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
Even though I'd like to, but
well, everyone in
We've
the
had that discussion.
it's not a small undertaking, that. So when you pull it together, which of course you will, huge credit to you both to even attempt it and do it, because there's so much you've got to think about. So it's going to be spectacular.
No. Lisa suggests it.
Yeah.
Everyone else has to attempt it.
Lisa gets right to reply.
That's how it works.
I have lots of good ideas.
Yeah,
You do.
that's what I.
Anyway, I think we need to also, because this is spill the tea, you know, looking at the time. What's the time?
Can I
Right.
go now?
Do you want to?
Possibly the most awkward 15 minutes of my life.
I bet it's not.
I bet it's not, yeah. Yeah, we could spill the tea on that. What was the most awkward 15 minutes of your
Wait,
life?
That's-
That would be
Do
fun.
I have to remove you, Adam?
Well, that sounds so final as well. Can you put me backstage? And I'll send you a message if there's something you don't know the answer to, and then you can bring me in, but give me some notice.
Okay, sorry. That was quite quick, wasn't it?
I'll say
Okay,
bye.
I'll take the point, Adam.
Bye.
Bye. That was gold.
There we go.
Well, you know, sometimes it's called payback. So there are other things as well, you know, going on. So obviously Kathryn and Paula are now on board on Team LHC, and I think I will leave Dan to pick who chooses first, but Kathryn and Paula have got some exciting things that they're working on as well. Do you girls want to talk about what you're up to?
Yeah, I don't mind. Do you want to go first, Paula, or shall I
No,
go
you
first?
go. You go first.
Are you sure? So we were talking colours earlier, weren't we, Lisa? And somebody asked, I think it was Dan, it may be in the comment, how do you choose the colours? I've been asked for Kathryn's choice, which are going to be a new range. I believe there's going to be 8 new waxes. Now, it is not easy choosing colours, I can tell you, because Lisa's obviously already got a range of 10 fantastic waxes out there. So I didn't want to do repeats. And I was thinking, you know, what sort of colours work best on the different cardstocks, whether it's black, whether it's white, whether it's coloured cardstock. So I've gone almost for, am I able to say, Lisa, this kind of palette I've chosen? Yeah. It's kind of a more vintagey feel, I think, with the colours. So more, there's a muted pink in there, there's a lilac in there. But also, it's important for me to have some dark colours as well, because I think they tend to show up really, really well on every colour cardstock. So it's a nice mix. I've kind of looked at the Pantone colours this year and the colour palettes that are out there as well, but thinking to what would I like to see in conjunction with Lisa's embossing folders, future items that I've seen that are coming up as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, because it's when you see colour palettes that are quite flat visually, and then they're going to get converted into waxes, which I presume are going to be metallic. I'm very excited to see how these turn out. Very excited. And of course, waxes can be used on all sorts of different surfaces as well. It's not just about your cardstock.
That's exactly what I was about to ask you, because I know obviously we all love cardstock. But also, I've done a lot of time with you, like with your company, with your business, for upcycling, for different substrates, for mold. Are they going to be like universally apply to all of those?
Absolutely, yeah. They're going to cover everything. So water-based, but yes, lovely creamy waxes as we've already seen, and multiple surfaces they will be applied to, which is very exciting.
Kathryn.
And we'll blend together as well, of course. Don't forget, you can still blend your waxes. They don't have to be used individually. You can mix those colours together. So fingers crossed.
Yeah. How do you
they're going to look fantastic.
Kathryn, where a wax is where you're gonna pick wax as the medium you're working with. Let's talk card crafting. How do you decide it's going to be wax that you're going to apply to an edge or to an embellishment? Is it just a feeling, or is it like a theory where it should appear?
Well, I think when you think about Lisa's embossing folders, they're great with the stencils, but sometimes we want that little bit of extra, don't we? So maybe just catching that top surface to highlight certain areas, picking out, almost sort of highlighting or putting a spotlight on a certain area as well. So I think it opens up further options for us. I love the blending inks. I really, really do. But every now and again, with the stencils especially, you might have a layer that there's a lot of detail to it. Maybe you know, the lines within the petals of a flower. And I think sometimes to sort of pick those out with a wax to give that extra highlight works really, really well. So yeah, I always encourage people just to have a play. You know, when you get a new product, just have a day where you sit down and you just test things out and try things and see how you feel things work for you, because everybody's different with their view of
Is
things.
it personal preference as well about how you might use to apply wax, whether it's just your finger or whether it's a sponge, or does one work better than the other?
I use a fingertip because I think you've got real control. You can feel how you're applying there. I think the tip with wax is don't scoop it. You know, you don't want lumps of it on your finger. You want a nice flat surface of wax on your fingertip and build those layers. But there are times that I do use brushes as well. With stencils, you're probably not going to get the effect with a fingertip quite so easily if it's very fine detail. So there, I would say try one of Lisa's brushes, but keep it separate just for your waxes. So again, you know, try those different mediums, those different utensils, those tools for applying. But generally, I tend to use a fingertip.
As is Kathy in the comments there. Roberta's saying about using it for embellishments. Lisa, it must be so cool. I know you do loads of designing and picking yourself, but then to bring people on board like Paula in a second, and Kathryn's expertise and their own tastes and things. It must be really invigorating to see like Kathryn's proposed this colour selection. You're like, man, I'd never thought of those.
Yeah, there's a lot of that actually, because obviously I've been doing this since 2012 and working with creative expressions and then going out on my own and designing constantly. You do kind of get to a point sometimes where you go, do you know what, just what next? What can I do next? And it's so good. And you kind of get in that mindset where you kind of go down the same path all the time. And sometimes you get somebody like Kathryn or Paula that says, actually, you could really do this. Like I bought out a die recently, or coming out soon, and Paula did something with it. And I was like, actually, it's a really clever idea. Or Kathryn, the way she uses the waxes, I think, yeah, I wouldn't have done that. So it's always really cool. And also, everyone knows my colour palette, what I like. But not everyone likes what I like. So it's good to have people like Kathryn and Paula who've got such different ways of using things and different kind of favourite colours that allows our products to cater for different groups of people. And I can see here, people are saying we'd love a black wax or we'd love an aubergine wax. Now, not necessarily the colours I would go to, but they might be for Kathryn or Paula or somebody else. So it's really good to have that option. And also it gives me breathing space to kind of find that creativity again.
That's really...
Without giving too much away, a black wax was one of those on my list. Now, I'm not going to give the colours away yet because we need to see them and test them out before they launch, obviously. But I didn't go for a black, but that is what I said earlier. For me, it was very important to have some dark colours in there because quite often they can be the ones that work the best, but also I didn't want to keep everything heavy. Aubergine, watch this space.
Watch this.
Oh, even I didn't know that.
Is there
kind of?
Is there like a perceived like month for these hopefully being ready and out, or is it just, you know, when they're ready, they're ready?
I think it's ready.
Yeah,
when they're ready, they're ready. Because I'm a stickler for. I mean, Paula would tell you I had to send something to Paula a little while ago because I got the sample come through, and I kind of thought it was right, but I just wanted a second opinion. I need to make sure it's 1,000,000% right what I'm asking for. So it will be the process. They'll get made, they'll get shipped over, samples will be tested. Kathryn's got free reign to say yes, no, darken that, lighten that, do whatever I want, and then it will go back again. She'll get more samples. So it could be, I might be speaking out of turn, but I would say around summertime when they probably will be out in realistic terms, because obviously we need to do the packaging, get them shipped by sea because we bring in so many units, we have to do it that way. So I would think it would be summertime.
You know what? I know you guys also get very inspired by your crafters, your customers as well. I see Kathy here. I love also the neon colours. I find them really hard to find. So I know that's not necessarily for... What was that, Lisa? All right, Kathy. Another one here from Janet saying, I love watching all of you demonstrating different products. You always do something I probably wouldn't think of doing, which is the whole point, Paula, bring it, like that's the whole point of what we do here, isn't it? Like your brilliant collaborations with Lisa, and whether it's on Hobby Maker or directly here, for example, just different people using the same things can just open the scope of that one purchase.
Yes, and the thing is, like, we all we all kind of have also different crafting needs, if you know what I mean. So we kind of thinking, oh, like for instance, this product that Lisa was talking about, it was something that I had in the back of my mind, and back in the day I designed something very similar, never got to production because I thought, well, no other crafter is going to need it. And then when Lisa brought it, and then suddenly thought, of course this is great for what she intended, but also solves my problem or my what I wanted. And that's what is really exciting, is because, like Lisa was saying, is like you have a product in mind, you cannot doubt yourself, because I think creatives, we tend to do that. We overthink things and we're thinking, no, there's no one. And having a team of like-minded crafters that are very different, I completely agree. Like Lisa has got her colors, her techniques, Kathryn has got hers, I have got mine. So, but the validation from them to know actually this will work as well for me, it means that for crafters will work as well, to a broader spectrum of crafters as well. And I'm really excited as well about picking some colors as well. So very similar to what Kathryn and Lisa were saying, is like I have got my colors that I like to work with, so I know exactly which ones, but also I need to make sure that the shades kind of complement what Lisa has already brought, so they have got something a bit different. But also if you have got the previous ones, you will want to get these ones because they blend nicely. But even if you don't have, then you have got a nice color family as well. And then also, like kind of coming up with ideas for concepts for other things as well. So I'm super excited. Like my problem now is to focus, because there are so many things that we are working on and so many layers of excitement that it's hard to stay in one bed. it's just like a giddy. I'm very giddy little child in a candy store, crafting candy store.
Well, Paula, can you give us a hint onto anything in particular that you're focusing on at the moment, or anything you're working on at the moment via Lisa?
Oh, well, so Kathryn's choice is going to be her range of, the color waxes. I kind of like looking for ink pens and colors, the matte blending, because I think that they are great. And that will be, I think it's picked by Paula. I think that's going to be it. So.
Very exciting.
That idea. That is so cool. Lisa, well done getting these ladies are in-demand ladies for a start. They're also your very good friends of yours too. So how cool to have everyone under one roof.
Do you know what? I was talking to Adam about this the other day, and I said we've just got the best team. I mean, the talent that these ladies can bring to the team is incredible. Their experience, I mean, the amount of experience between the team is, I mean, how many years? It's just crazy. And they've worked with some top people in the industry, and they're well respected as well. And that's the thing for me. They are lovely people, talented people, well respected. And do you know what? They work so hard as well. And it's just so nice to have all three of us together, and we can spark off each other, or we can say, no, I don't think that'll work, or yeah, that would be really cool. And to have that kind of under one roof, and just the amount of experience that we can share with everybody as well, which is, for me, the education is so important. I couldn't do it all myself. I can't design, I can't do the packaging, run the shop, do TV, and just give the education. But now we've got Paula and Kathryn on the team. And of course, we've also got Cheryl and Claire who do lives for us as well, and the design team. I think it's just a powerhouse of kind of inspiration there. It's just amazing.
I love how much you share, Lisa. There's loads of comments coming in about your face when neon colours were...
I'm so bad at keeping secrets. That's my problem. I really am terrible. So but don't ever ask me to play poker.
So no poker night on the retreat then.
Yeah. It's just a mojito, and I'll spill all the tea.
I've got a mojito for you.
So nice. It's so nice.
Not forgetting everyone. I love all the comments coming in. Lots of people watching in America right now, which is fabulous. Now that birthday, official birthday launch this Friday, so 2 days away at midday UK time. So anybody watching overseas, etc. in America, it's UK time, midday, a 2-hour special with lots and lots going on that day. There's still time to comment birthday, by the way, on this feed. Now, a lot of you can see the comments coming in on YouTube. On the Facebook page, Lisa Horton Crafts, comment birthday there. There are 100 points to be won during this Spill the Tea. And also you can comment there live so you don't miss out any notifications. And Lisa, it feels like there's a lot of notifications pending in the first half of this year.
Sorry, I was reading comments. What did you say?
What do the comments say? Don't you worry about it.
Hang on a minute. There was comments about I love neon colours, find them hard to find. We're teasing everybody, all very creative with great ideas and suggestions. There's it's comments from people in America. It's been so quiet. Lisa is being so quiet for Spill the Tea. No, I have to be because I get myself into big trouble otherwise.
That's what Carol said. Never tell Lisa a secret, laughy faces.
Yeah, I'm not good at keeping secrets. But I will say, though, is that one thing, remember, we've got the new website as well. So if you want to become a member, if you're not a member, it's such a good time to do it because there's so many good things coming out, so many new things. And I've seen loads of people are already gold members, so they get 15% off their shopping as well. So, it keeps Danny so busy. He needs a shout out as well because he works ridiculously hard downstairs. But yeah, so good time to become a member, good time to shop, so much excitement coming out. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, what we've told you today, because we're not allowed to tell you anything else.
And I've got no doubt, and I don't know, but I have no doubt that come Friday at midday, live on Facebook and on YouTube, there'll be more surprises to come. I know we've mentioned about the inks. I know they're on the pictures across socials already, the guillotine, but I've no doubt there'll be more stuff going on. There'll be right and bits and bobs, right, Lisa?
Yeah, absolutely. And, we'll have competitions. There'll be so much going on. There's, we're also at the point of almost having 28,000 members in our group. So if we can get up to 28,000, we might do another little giveaway or something else. So always something happening, and there'll always be some tea to spill at some point. But we do need people to put that code in, don't we? That birthday and the live code to be entered for the points as well that they can spend on Friday.
Yes, indeed. So that's right now, this Wednesday. That's when you're commenting birthday and commenting live. I'm sure there'll be a different code for you on Friday. So that's coming up Friday. What's in the calendar then? Paula, you mentioned Hobby Maker.
Yes, Hobby Maker. We have got next Monday. So Lisa, I believe, is going to be at 6 and 7, and I will be at 8 o'clock. I think that's the more or less working. And then Kathryn will be on Tuesday as well. So lots of obviously demonstrations, and you can. And I love how Hobby Maker also is quite. You can put your questions through. So if you miss on the live Friday and you want to kind of ask questions, you can do that as well. And I think it's really exciting that all three of us are going to be there as well, again, because it will be 3 different takes on the new products.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. We were talking about it earlier, weren't we? Lisa said, to bring a team together where we all have our own sort of preference and style. So to have 3 individuals for the birthday event, I can guarantee we're all going to do different things, which, is just very, very exciting. I've also got to say, probably out there, everybody thinks we get the products way, way, way in advance. We don't always do that. In fact, I am like a giddy kipper because the new metallic inks are on the way to me. I've not even seen them or played with them yet. So part of me really wanted them before so I could really get my teeth into them. But part of me is glad that I haven't even seen them yet, because the excitement and the enthusiasm to then go on to Hobby Maker with them relatively new means that I keep that excitement there. And also, you might sort of plan ahead a little bit, but then you go off on that tangent, or you think of something while you're actually crafting and bring something to the table that you didn't even expect to bring.
You know what?
Kathryn, sorry, Dan. Kathryn, don't forget also, did you remember this? You might not have done that. You're on Hobby Maker in the morning at 11 o'clock as well.
Yes. No, I have remembered. Yeah.
I hadn't.
Yeah.
Turn up.
This is why I said Kathryn is on Tuesday, because then suddenly I went like, oh, is it in the morning? Is she doing the Facebook Live? Is she doing? And I'm like, oh. But good that we remembered.
Well, I know a lot of
Yeah, I think I've got 3 separate hours, haven't I, on Tuesday? There's 11 o'clock and then there's 2 more through the day. Is that right?
There, Kathryn, you may as well just stay on.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. Make a day of it.
Actually, a lot of people are on the feed here. You might have just found Lisa through Hobby Maker, and now you've come direct to see what's going on. You're in very, very good company, friends. I just saw a lady called Laura comment saying that she remembers when you hit 5,000 in your craft.
Wow.
And now we're at nearly 28,000. Wow. That's incredible. So there's a reason why people stay with you for so long, Lisa.
And I think my customers are so loyal as well, which I'm eternally grateful for. Many of them have stayed with me since my creative expressions days, and they've seen me through that journey and how the brand has changed and grown. And, you know, and I look at it now and I look at like the people here I'm surrounded with, and I think I'm really grateful for it. And of course, you know, it goes without saying that if I didn't have all these people around me and my followers being so loyal, you know, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing now. So it's just bonkers to see. I remember, I think it was even last year when we hit something like 5,000 on YouTube, and we're up to 11,500 organic followers and subscribers. So things like that, and to have you follow us and like and share with us really does help grow the brand as well. So it's mad really when I look back at how quickly things have changed. I mean, Dan, do you remember my first day on Create and Craft? Because you were my presenter, weren't you?
Yeah, I remember you were like, yeah, I remember you speaking to you. Then we knew each other anyway, and then you came into the building doing your own thing. You were like literally shaking because you were so excited but also nervous.
And do you know what? I had 3 stamps and 3 dies, and that's all I had. I had nothing else, and that was January 2020. And I look now in the warehouse and think, oh my goodness, how did that even happen?
That's explode. Well, Lisa, credit to you and Danny for cracking on. Of course, Adam and the rest of the team as well. Like, you've got to take, I know you praise a lot of other people, but make sure you give yourself a pat on the back as well. Then celebrating birthday, make sure you get a second to enjoy it anyway. Hopefully.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. And then I'm going to do my kind of Friday night live, as I always do as well. So we can kind of chill, recap on what's happened throughout the day, and, you know, maybe just breathe a little bit and take in what's happened and how far we've come. It's mad. I'm just still always, I look in the studio and go, is this actually mine? How did we even do this?
Well, you know what? Actually, that's a good point. So the launch of the new, I know we touched on it earlier, but people are just joining us. The background, the situation we're in on Friday, midday, will be different to what we're seeing you behind now.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, we've got people down on Thursday finishing off pieces. We've got people down early Friday morning as well. All the equipment's being tested just to make sure we're, you know, raring to go. I'm terrified because I look at it and it's just cables and things and cameras, and I've just buttons to press, and I've looked at it and gone, but I've been told I'd be given a piece of paper and I'll be told what buttons I'm allowed to press, and the rest of them, leave them alone.
Well, I can't see it going wrong, Lisa. After all, you brought Adam in here pretty swiftly and easily as well, didn't you? So...
I mean, that was impressive, wasn't it?
I can't imagine that's ever going to go wrong. And if it does, it does. Like, we're human and it's live. So that's the beauty of it. But everybody, I know you already know already, but if you don't, like, Friday midday is the time to celebrate 5 years of Lisa Horton. You haven't got to be a club member yet of Lisa. You could do it between now and then. You could learn all about it on that time. Yeah. But there's still time in this feed anyway. Or I don't know if anyone can hear from Adam. Are you doing the draw live for the 100 points on this one? Are you going to do it?
Is he there? Are you there, Adam? We've got a private chat in the background so we can see what Adam's saying. What he did say about he needs to do the live, I think he has to kind of generate it, doesn't he?
He does. Or if not, if we don't get to do it on this one, then don't worry about it. We'll just do it afterwards when you announce it afterwards.
I think, tell me when and he'll do it, he said.
Do you want to do it live?
Yeah, should we do it live?
Yeah.
Right, I tell you what, let's give everyone 2 minutes because there's lots of people watching who didn't know about it. So everyone right now, I know it's nearly 1 o'clock, comment birthday if you haven't done so far. You haven't got to comment a million times. Once and you're in, comment birthday, because one of you in 100 seconds time will get 100 points to spend with Lisa Horton, which is absolutely wonderful. And that could easily be contributed to a birthday purchase or hang on to it for a little while, whatever you'd rather. That's on Facebook, right, Lisa? They've got to comment on the Facebook.
Yeah, it's got to be on my page on Facebook.
That's what we'll do. Oh, this is terribly exciting towards it. What's everyone else doing the rest of the day, by the way? Paula, what are you up to?
Oh, I have to prepare for Hobby Maker, don't I? I have to prepare some demos. I have got the ideas already, so I just need to make them. And then I also want to put the, fine tuning those colors I was talking about, the ink pads. So that's what I need to do. Yeah.
Miss Kathryn?
Right, Wednesday's very special to me because it's the day in the week that I close the shop. I've got a lot of tidying up to do from last night, and then I get to see my little grandson Otis this evening. So Wednesday evenings after school is Otis time.
How old is he?
Oh.
He's 4.
Perfect.
Yeah, started school in September, so yeah, it's very exciting. He's exhausting. He's literally exhausting, but yeah, Wednesday's very special to me.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely. By the way, everyone, I've just had a low battery on my phone, so if I disappear, I won't be coming back.
Anyway, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
I'm about to walk that black cocker spaniel over there.
Pepper.
So, busy. I'm walking a dog, and then I've got a whole load of admin to do.
Oh, I don't like paperwork.
I know. Well, what have I got myself into? I've got all
That's
sorts.
why you have an Adam.
Oh, speaking of Adam, he says drawing it now. Drawing that now. And even after the point, by the way, everyone on Facebook, you can still comment live, and then you'll still get the notifications into your messenger. Does anyone else? Lisa, can you see the name of the winner? I can see it.
I can. Do you want me to say the name?
Yes.
So the winner is Chris Hart. Congratulations, Chris. You should get a message in your inbox to say that you've won.
Well.
There you go. And if you reply to that message, Chris, Adam will load the points onto your Lisa Horton account, which is terribly exciting. Lisa, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
I'm going to have some lunch, and then I've got a live with retail stores for Notions marketing, and they are getting introduced to all the new products coming out. So that's a little hype that I'm doing at 3:00 with the stores around the world.
That's exciting.
Just throw that out there, Lisa. Just
it's mad, isn't it? Mad.
Love it. Lisa, any more spilling to do, or should we let you get on?
There is loads more to spill, but I'm going to save some of it because we've got our Year in Bloom box coming out, which none of you know about. None of you other than the team. Kathryn and Paula will be getting their hands on one of those to have a look at. We've got the die cutting machine. We have got, Paula's got other products. There's so much, but we'll save that for another time. I think we spilled a lot today.
We'll talk about the craft day another time then.
I've just seen another comment actually. We're going to do this again in a fortnight.
Ooh.
Are we? Is it a fortnight, Adam?
All right, let's do it.
Well, yeah, why not? And if there's anything anyone would like to see, anything, or got any questions, get them ready, and then we'll all be here being able to answer the questions. So, yeah.
Perfect. Paula, Kathryn, glorious to see you both. As always, we'll see you on Hobby Maker screens very, very soon. Also on your own socials. I know you do an awful lot. So keep an eye on there. Lisa, thank you for bringing us all together.
You're very welcome. And now I've got to let you all go somehow, haven't I?
Oh, yeah, good luck. So, I can press leave on here.
I can just leave.
Yeah, we can press leave.
I might just release myself. Yeah.
Right.
Also, my battery's saying, please charge me.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream, and I will see you all on Friday, and we'll catch up very, very soon, everybody. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Dan. Lovely to see everybody all together.
Oh.
Cheerio, team.